Live here. And because it's Thursday night, you know that it's going to be Phil X Contreras and myself. Have you met Machi on another great episode of the NFT Boys? There's a lot to talk about because there's always things going on in the Solana space, especially when it comes down to NFT Twitter. We got secondary mints on the rise. We got upcoming mints that are doing great on the secondary market as well. We got other products that we're going to talk a lot about extensively because we're seeing a lot of things that are happening that could reap us some great returns. But first and foremost, I got to introduce my boy Phil X Contreras. He's always looking great with the suited up shirt and the rocking hat. Phil, how you doing, man?
I'm all good. I got a question for you though. Is this financial advice?
Oh my God. I always fumble this question, but I don't think this is financial advice, Phil. I do not think.
Ah, man.
If you came for financial advice, you came to the wrong spot because this is all just educational content. We're two guys that pretty much think like we act like we know what we're talking about, but really we just get on, turn things live, and have fun with NFTs. So, Phil, first topic on the list that we have going on right now is going to be this project out there that just recently minted today, I believe. A lot of people are saying it has similarities to Doodles. Other people are saying it looks like Balloonsville. Well, the floor price right now isn't looking too hot. I'll tell you that. We're talking about the project Flaskies. Phil, what's your take on Flaskies? Is it a slow start? Do we see things coming up maybe in the upcoming days? What's your take on this?
All right. So first off, Flaskies. I was thinking that they were gonna pump on mint day. I was thinking that they were gonna go up to like 3 SOL. So I did buy I think like 8 of them, and then I immediately sold it off once I saw the activity of like not going on for more than a minute. So I think this I would say it's like kind of over if you're really trying to see a pump. But
Yeah.
I mean there could be some opportunity next week. But for me for right now, I think it's kind of over.
What was the mint price? Do you know?
I was like 1.4
Okay.
for the mint
So
price.
so it's currently below mint. And whenever a project goes below mint, it's kind of a death sentence.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah, once I saw it
yeah.
1.3 and then the activity was just like not there, I was just like, oh, I was just selling. I was like, oh, save my bags. I saved it. I probably lost like point 0.1 on each one, point
Yeah.
0.2, but yeah, they're going a little bit lower,
Okay.
and yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's
I
it
saw
for
a
me, I
lot of
think.
people rocking this on Twitter. There was a good influencers behind it as well. I mean, the art at first glance, it is catchy. It absolutely is catchy, but I think I think high contrast, colorful art just isn't enough anymore. Like early days, that was it. As long as you could play with the colors, you played with the contrast, you really caught people's attention. But I think that's not going to be enough. And then when it came down to the utilities of Flaskies, I don't think there was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was looking into it. What raffles, giveaways,
Yeah,
staking
there
for
wasn't
their
there wasn't
own
much
coin.
to it. The main thing was basically hype.
Yeah.
Hype, and not just that. Well, actually the main thing for me personally, for
Yeah.
me the main thing, the big thing, the
Oh my
massive
God.
thing,
Yes,
the
sir. You got me.
humongous thing
Oh
was
God.
it was by Trust Labs. Trust Labs was my main conviction, because Trust
Gotcha.
Labs is basically this team that has it's highly reputational, has a high reputation, and they have they basically were known in all Solana from Dr. Solana, and they're also doing a collab with Ooze. So I was thinking like, okay, these guys are working together. There might be some high conviction here from other people as well, but I think I was kind of wrong there. So that was basically the main thing. So I don't know if you've heard of Trust Labs, but it's something I've been looking at for a while.
Okay.
Their price has gone down significantly, and I was thinking of actually getting into them, maybe this week or something. But
So what projects has Trust Labs like collaborated with?
they
What makes them
they're
reputable?
so they basically first of all, it's Dr. Solana. Dr. Solana, he's been in the space for a very long time. He's called out a lot of good projects. He was an aspiring K-pop artist, and then he decided to and then of course the gods. He was known for getting into the gods. So then he decided to build up Trust Labs, which basically Trust Labs, like in general, if you and me are NFT project, and then we decide that we need some help, we would go to Trust Labs, and Trust Labs would find the perfect mod, the perfect artist for your project, the perfect community. They basically build everything out for you.
Okay.
So, and as you can see, they have a lot of following as well. Like a lot of people like Trust Labs in general. Sources, I don't know if they're actually with them, but yeah, I know there was this one in the past. I'm trying to remember that they were actually pretty good with. But yeah, overall they're supposedly trustworthy, and
Gotcha.
yeah, let's see what the price is at. Yeah, 24 Sol. I think they were like at 50 Sol, 40 Sol at some point.
Okay, so Trust Lab goes under Trust Pass. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah,
Let's
so
see
50.
here.
Oh yeah, they were like at 60 actually. Oh shit, near 60, and it's been going down a little bit. But they supposedly they help with whitelists. Like if they're working with a project, they'll give whitelists. They'll give one-on-ones to where like you will have a one-on-one of that project, which means that you can access that project's Discord even though you don't have the actual NFT. So
Gotcha.
a couple of things that they work with their community hole, and it's a small community. It's only 999 passes, so that's why they can kind of get away with like giving those things out. So so Ooze, yeah, Ooze is another one they're working with. So that's basically it. That's them.
Let's talk about Ooze then, because yeah, we just jumped into that right there. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of people posted on Twitter. Now, Ooze is an upcoming mint. It hasn't minted yet, from what I know. Upcoming mint that's part of the Wade's friend and family NFT ecosystem, correct?
Yeah, they're part of the Crypto.
Okay.
And Crypto, they have the Crypto is like the company. They have Wade, and they have this IPX is collaborating with Crypto on Ooze, and Ooze is, and the thing is, a lot of people don't know Ooze, and that's perfectly fine. But it's like the Asian type of Disney brand, not Ooze itself, but Line Friends. So Line Friends is I would say it's a good product. It's a good brand overall.
So we have Crypto as the main, I guess, headline there, but then underneath it are Wade's friend and family and then Ooze. Are those just like separate projects part of Crypto, or is Ooze under Wade's friend and family?
Ooze is under IPX. IPX is the company that is basically so to break it down, IPX is the company that owns Browns and Friends, which is this character, this whole character thing going on, like just like Disney. And they decide they're gonna make another NFT and another brand at the same kind of characters, but in NFTs. So IPX is working with Crypto, which is like a marketplace on this part. And they somehow are working on this together. Okay. So Crypto doesn't own Ooze, but it's like the marketplace kind of collaborating with IPX on this mint.
Gotcha. So we got IPX is the major company, Crypto's working with them, and then underneath both of them, Wade's friend and family in Ooze.
Yeah, so as far as I understand, Wade is part of Crypto. Okay. So just because Crypto is working together with IPX, people who hold Wade get to mint.
Gotcha. So they're not necessarily correlated then. They're not.
Yeah, they're not correlated as far as the brand and company, I guess.
Interesting. That's good to know then. Okay, because I know that was because I have a few people holding the Wade's friend and family pass, and if you are a holder of it, you get 2 guaranteed whitelists to get Ooze, which is going to be coming out, I believe, tomorrow. Now, with that said, it created a confusion because I didn't know if that means it was part of the ecosystem. I know there's going to be future airdrops for the whole brand itself. There's a lot of great bullish things going on for the whole brand. Definitely check out the website that they have if you haven't already when it comes down to crypto and Wade Friends and Family, because we're talking about professionals right here, high quality videos, high quality animations, and with Wade and everything that they got merchandise and branding wise. So that's good to know. I mean, I'm glad you clarified that because I didn't know the connections of here and there. There's going to be, according to their Discord and roadmap, there's going to be future airdrops for those that hold ooze, especially if they stake it, because I think there's a token coming out and things like that. So ooze, in my opinion, does look pretty bullish.
Yeah, the only thing I would say with ooze is that a lot of people don't know what it is. So a lot of people fade it. And I think just with time, it's gonna get recognized, but maybe not in the US, but in Asia. So I don't know if it's gonna be a hype mint in the beginning. It's a 10,000 collection, but I think it's selling out for 1 SOL, and I think it'll probably stay there. Maybe it'll hype up to 2 SOL, but I think it'll stay there for a little bit until things naturally just start coming out from the Ooze brand.
Yeah, if it's 10,000 collection, then those tend to be really difficult, especially right now because people just love undercutting as much as they can. So, I mean, yeah, I don't see it getting mass hype right away. But what's interesting is Wade Friends and Family, that pass, like that reached what, 70 SOL, and I feel like that went under the radars. I feel like no one really knew about it until it reached a high floor price.
Yeah. That was one project that I talked about earlier. I never thought that was going to reach 70 SOL. I thought it was going to reach like 5 SOL. So it's like, things that you just never know. Well, again, like even with Ooze, like, I think it's going to reach like 2 SOL, but who knows? but I honestly, I don't, a lot of people are not talking about this, not like Cleanosaurus. So,
right, dude, Cleanosaurus doesn't even have a mint date and people are going nuts about it. Like, it's not like even like a badass one you want to hold as a pro. It's like just these dumbed up dinosaurs just walking around. They all have the face of the squirrel that was in Ice Age. What was the character's name? But yeah, it just
I know
the dorkiest dinosaurs you could ever imagine right now.
I mean, so like for me, like I got Wade. I'm gonna mint 2, and I'm gonna just sell everything. That's my plan overall. And then
we got FUD going on. We got this guy is clearly throwing FUD. Well, FUD is my fuel fill. So with that, I will buy them off you with a smile.
Yes, because I want to save it for like this big mint, like Cleanosaurus, whenever it comes out. Or I might buy another ABC. So,
oh my god,
or a Trust Lab. There's so many.
Oh my god,
so many to choose. Oh, the other thing is rotten eggs. Do you think this thing's gonna make any waves? Because it's minting out in like 12 hours.
No, absolutely not. No, and
why is that?
No. Well, first, I remember someone brought it up. I don't know who, but I remember seeing. Was it you that brought it up? Did you?
Yeah, this was about like a month ago.
Okay,
I brought it up, and yeah, same thing here. I got a whitelist for it, but I'm not minting it. But I want to hear your opinion.
Well, first off,
it's like you waive this question.
Well, now that you asked, Phil, this was unscripted, of course.
That's good.
But first of all, I hate mints. Like, if you ever hear any of my rants that I do, I can't stand mints that are happening right now, especially in a bear market. If I'm doing a mint, chances are I want to know what the volume is of Solana that week, not just the last day. I want to know the whole week's volume, because without high volume, and if the blue chips aren't doing that well as also, I'm not going to be jumping on some mints. I can easily go to the secondary market and look at what's going on. So similar to what we just saw with Flaskies. why first of all, why grind and try to get a whitelist? I mean, that right now is one of the dumbest things you could possibly do. And another thing too is to go hard on a launch pad when a lot of these launch pads aren't doing that well already, but you're over there trying to wake up on time to go on a launch pad to jump on a project in a bear market when most mid-tier NFTs aren't doing very well at the same time. So yeah, I could care less about all these mints. Now, when you talk about the rotten eggs, art-wise, nothing that stood out. Why? I believe when I was looking at its utility and what it's doing, again, nothing that stands out as well. I mean, I don't even know what they were doing, but I guarantee you it was raffles. It was probably giveaways, and it was probably their own secondary token that once you stake it and lock it up for a month, the token's going to give you access to their marketplace. And also, guess what? We're going to do some merchandise because we're going to be a brand that's going to be in the IRL. That's probably what it's doing. And sorry, yep, I don't know why I got pissed off right there.
You're so pissed off.
It's probably
all right, so here's
probably a fundraiser NFT for kids all across.
All right, so here's my take. I got nothing against mints, and I also like to buy in the secondary because I don't have much. A lot of my moves have been in secondaries with the gods, OK Bears, ABCs. That's where I played the big money at. But I like mints because it takes me away from my big bags, from looking at that stuff. And not just that, for me, mints, I kind of reminds me of like what's going on in Solana overall. So like right now with like Flaskies, like it didn't do so well. All right, so for me, like now, like I think the mint phase is dying. Someone told me yesterday that because we had like a 2-week mint phase happening. So like
yeah.
And someone told me like, hey, it's finally dying off yesterday, and now I can see it now. Like Flaskies didn't do so well, and same thing with rotten eggs. I'm just trying to see where the money's at overall. So is rotten eggs gonna make money? I don't think so. I don't think so with what's going on right now.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go the opposite way and be like, yeah, it's gonna be a 10x. But oh, okay. So you're bearish on rotten eggs also.
I like the comedy. The comedy is hilarious. Because like this is like one of the only ones that makes me laugh. Like with all the things they throw out there. Whoever's doing this just makes me laugh. Like when I watch the skits. But overall, as a mint, it's too high of a price. It's like 2 SOL, and I think it's 2 SOLs.
Oh,
it's too much.
What's the collection size? Do you know?
10,000.
Oh my god.
So like yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it was a 1 SOL mint or below, I probably would have tried it.
Yeah.
But it's 2 SOLs, and I think it's actually like 2.5 SOL if you're trying to mint one. They have like that's the other thing. There's a phase. It's a meta from what people are saying, but it's called the pre-sale. So Rotten Eggs is doing the pre-sale right now. So if you buy 10, it's a 2 SOL mint. If you buy 7, it's like 2.3, and it goes higher. If you want, it's like 2.5.
Yeah.
So there's this whole meta going on with this.
I've been hearing about this whole pre-sale thing too, and you can believe it. If I don't even like mints, I rarely can't stand the pre-sales. I saw a lot of projects doing that, and then I saw a lot of people posting about pre-mints and why they hate it all. I mean, I'm sure there's some great projects that really need the funding to pull off whatever it is on the roadmap. For fair play on them. I don't want to go through the digging to find those projects, because I know, especially with this new meta phase, there's going to be more scams than genuine startups that are going to want to do good. There's probably going to be more scam projects out there. So I try to stay away from all of that. But I get the other side. I get why people are jumping in. But you know what project I do love, Phil? And I'm glad I'm glad you brought it on the big screen, because I love me some Liberty Square. When I'm talking about projects that have a core foundation underneath it all, when they throw out all the rubbish, when they throw out all the faz and extra fluff, and they give you just the raw details of not only a great lore behind it all to tie everything together, but they got a great founder. They got great teams. They have individuals, big name influencers backing this up, like Frankie D Gods, like Ace of Trades. List goes on with individuals, notorious individuals that are backing this product up. And reason being is because of the founder's secret. He's putting himself out there. He's doing the whole road that Frank the Gods did for the Gods collection. Very bullish on Liberty Square. Been calling it not only when it was at 20, not only when it was at 16 SOL, but over at 14 SOL. When it was falling backwards, I was jumping inwards. So definitely bullish on Liberty Square for a long-term play. I don't plan on exiting until it reached at least 35 plus SOL, a new all-time high. That's my take on Liberty Square, Phil.
Yeah. So like I was saying before, I don't think it's gonna pass 20 SOL until it moves on from the.
Okay. I just cut one of the best promos that Liberty Square could ever have.
Dude, I love Liberty Square, but yeah. I bought it around 10 SOL and I sold it at 20 because I'm waiting on the one thing that they said they're going to talk about. What was it called? It was a product.
Well, it was that piece right there, I think. No,
Regenerate.
Well, maybe. Not that. The first one where they don't know if they're going to do an art upgrade or a secondary drop.
And it was like a product, but like what you were talking about is the lore. Like can a project really go farther than 20 SOL with just lore?
Can a project go more than 20 SOL?
Oh my! Tell me, guy.
No. You are trying to rile me up. I know what you're doing. Well, this guy.
I'm setting out.
This guy's got the formula to rile me up. Someone told him. Man, of course a NFT project can go beyond 20 SOL with a great story. With just a great story. I mean, off the cuff, we got Critter Cults, the most recent one that's doing that extraordinary thing. Critter Cults is lore heavy. And I think they're touching 28 SOL right now at this very moment.
What's the lore on
Critter Cults? Yeah. Stranger Things. The TV series Stranger Things. Critter Cults is essentially doing that same thing, but with these critters. So Stranger Things, quick, synopsis, 90s TV series based on, apocalyptic kind of hell being raised in while these teenagers are trying to save the day in this small town. And that's what Critter Cults is doing. There's a laboratory apparently doing some crazy ass experiments. I mean, the whole thing is hilarious because it's really connected to Stranger Things, which is a popular NFTs TV series. And they're running with it. Like everything they're doing, this pixelated art, the art pieces, the 90s vibe, their little videos that they're pushing out, all of it lore heavy. They're not talking about, oh, guess what we can do with the secondary token? Oh, guess what? We're gonna have our own. We're gonna be a merchandising brand, and guess what? We're gonna be all okay, like fucking okay bears. like Critter Cults is literally just doing a whole bunch of story and lore behind it, and they're touching 28 SOL, and that's the most recent one. But when you talk about a bull market, I mean, there's plenty that were lore heavy, and you can really stretch this whole NFT collection that are running with the story and the lore. Like, for example, Soul Gods, you could say that was lore heavy, and at one point they're at 60 SOL. Ket's on Crack.
What's the lore on the gods?
Soul Gods. So I don't I can make an argument. I can make an argument for
the argument because I don't know. What is the lore on the gods?
So it's I mean, it's a tough argument to sell to say that they're heavily backed by a story. A better example would be honestly Soul Gods, because they plan on. Trust me, I'm not bullish on Soul. Right now they're at 15 SOL. A lot of FUD and a lot of things didn't go right. I was part of one of their Discord hacks, so I got a lot of beef with Soul. I got a lot of beef with Soul Gods, but overall, I mean, this is a project that at one point during the bull was at 60 Solana when Solana was like $200, you know? So an OG of the space, of course, but they have a very heavy story with it. Like the whole fracture, which is part of their secondary collection, that's going to be for an upcoming, I believe, play to earn game, part of the ecosystem. This is back when play to earn was a big thing. So yeah, I mean that's just an old school story right there. New school wise, you got Liberty Square, you got Critter Cults. You could even say something like the whole Wade's ecosystem is heavy on story because Wade is the main character who's like this Aqua Osmosis Jones kind of character, surfing around in this their little metaverse there. That's story heavy. So yeah, I think story meta not only is here, but is definitely an incentive or something that I look for an NFT collection. It's a big thing for me.
Yeah, I mean, you got a good point there with the story. I'm just wondering how far a story can take a project. So that's the thing with Liberty Square. Can it go past 20 Sol? I don't know.
So if I'm heavy on story, like that's one of my main metrics. What's one of your main metrics for an NFT project where it needs to have this kind of thing? Like, what's your piece?
Just everything overall. Art, utility, lore, and the heavy backing of people, community. Yeah. It's just the general stuff. Like I was saying, like lore is one of them. But well, I guess the main thing is like how far can it take a project? So, it'll be great to see them really go farther than 20 Sol, but I don't know. I think once that stuff comes out from Liberty Square, it's gonna pass 20 Sol.
Yeah.
Right now, I think the lore is holding everything up, but I think to really get past this, telling you that once that product comes out that they've been talking about, 30 Sol, it's gonna go. But yeah, for me, I want to buy back in probably like around 12 Sol. I think it'll go back down to 16 Sol unless they announce something, but we don't know. But I'm gonna go back in 12 Sol.
Gonna buy more right now.
To prove me wrong. How many do you got right now?
I thought I had 5, but then it reached I think 20 Sol or something like that recently, and so I sold it. I sold one of them, keeping 4, and yeah, I don't plan on selling another one until 35, and then after that, probably 45, something like that. That's kind of my exit strategy right now. A long term play here. I mean, I'm talking, probably March of next year. I can see myself being like, well, I think we've seen mass hype. I don't know. If March comes around, they announce, hey, we got this upcoming airdrop coming on. That's my signal. That's when I kind of get out.
All right, we'll see where this goes then. Yeah, March. Yeah, that's a good time frame. It could definitely probably hit 30, 40, 50, but we'll find out with this timestamp. But yeah, on other news, Shillin' Villains 8, man. Should he sell it or should he buy it? I mean, should he sell it or should he keep it?
That's an interesting take, Phil. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I blocked Shillin' Villain. I have no idea what. I don't even know what ape you're talking about. Yeah. Wait, go back.
Your name's right there,
dude. So there's this other guy named Machi.
Yeah, big Machi. Yeah,
dude, that guy is destroying my name. I mean, he's clearly the alpha.
No, he's helping your name.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, I'm always gonna be like the dude that's like, oh well, this kid clearly stole Machi just because of this guy. Because you know how Franklin buys apes or something, whatever. Other people are stealing his name. You know, Curtis buys it. Like there's so many copycats out there. I feel like I'm gonna be looked at as a copycat now.
No, I don't think so. I think it's gonna help your name. People are searching for SEO tags here and there. It's a good thing.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Shoot up the algorithm. But
Yeah.
you know what's interesting about Shilling Villain though is I believe he is going to be making his own NFT collection,
Oh
which is
shit!
which is going to be a big thing.
Can't wait to fund
so
that. Okay.
if you jump on Twitter, Phil, here I'll give you the Twitter handle of the NFT collection. Put in 00p underscore network. And I believe that's the project he's going to be founding. Did you put zero? Oh,
Oh yeah, there's OP.
yeah, that's the one, the network. So there's not much on it. There's still a lot of things coming out slowly, but from what I heard, Shilling Villain's the founder of this. He's going hard right now,
Man.
working behind the scenes on it. So,
Oh man.
I mean, dude, Shilling Villain's a huge name. He's got what 80k followers. So
Yeah.
I can only. This is going to be a big thing. This is going to be a huge talking point right here in the upcoming days. That's for sure. So definitely keep a radar out for that NFT collection and that Twitter handle. What else we got, Phil? What else is on the docket? What's on your mind? Feel free to let me know about anything.
Well, first thing I guess you don't know what happened then with Machi. He gave Shilling Villain a ape for free. So Shilling Villain doesn't know what to do with that. And yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, so
why?
I don't know. I have no clue why, but
A board ape.
some people are saying Shilling Villain became his tax write off, but it's just a bunch of conspiracies out there. But right now, people are basically trying to tell Shilling Villain either like sell it or keep it. But I think he should just sell it, just get it over with. Yeah, take the money, do what he needs to do with it. But
Well,
yeah,
personally, I think it's inevitable until somebody flips the Bored Ape Yacht Club.
yeah,
I think it's going to happen no matter what. Not the same for CryptoPunks, but for Bored Ape Yacht Club, especially if the whole metaverse that they got going on, if the Yuga Labs metaverse flops, then yeah, easily another project flips it. So if I had a Bored Ape dropped into my wallet, I'm selling it.
yeah. Same here. I would too. On other news, I don't know if you heard about Parrots. Parrots has been my big one that I'm gonna be buying into.
Is that the copy trading
Yeah.
NFT?
Yep. It's been my go-to. I minted these. I minted 2 of them. I'm gonna try to buy 1 more or 2 more, but it's slowly accumulating. These guys are fascinating for me because I've been watching them and they're just building. They're some cool devs. It's not just the copy trading, but they're also building this platform for projects to where they can basically do accounting. So you got, it's called Force. It's an accounting tool, and they have this Sniper extension now with Hyperspace, and it's all for free. Like I mean, not the accounting tool, the Sniper extension for free. So they're looking at a broader sense of things as far they're not gatekeeping their products. So the copy trading is gonna be for free also for people. But if obviously if you hold the NFT, you'll get benefits from it. Supposedly maybe revenue from the copy trading fees. But it's a lot of things that they're building out, and I've been more bullish than before on these guys. So I think they're right now like at 4. I didn't want to say it here. I'm trying to keep it a secret before the shit explodes. But I think it's gonna freaking explode. Oh my god! Just from my words, it's already moving. Fuck.
All right. Clearly,
I'm going back to my
show. Our front running Phil over here, not giving him a chance. Damn. Little do you know, you track the wallet. It's my wallet. Just buying it.
I decide you're buying it already. But yeah, it's been the project, man, for me that I've been keeping eyeballs on. So
Interesting.
yeah, I have like freaking like 12 soul left, so I think I'm just gonna put everything on this and then just wait it out. It was
Scoop
either
up three
this
pair of
or
tools.
yeah, it was a couple things, but yeah, but yeah, you look into it. Just let me know what you think of it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
got so much lore.
well, the thing about it, you said it was free, like for the accountant part, that's free.
The copy train platform.
The
Like
copy train.
you
Okay.
can yeah. The other product is for so the other product which is called Forest. It's
Yeah.
it's for big projects. So what
Okay.
big projects are gonna want to use that tool
Yeah.
to basically organize everything. It's bookkeeping for them.
Okay.
You know, we got tax
That
season
makes
coming
more
up.
sense. Because I thought
And
it was just for regular traders. Because there's free products that do that right now.
yeah. So like basically them, whoever's gonna be using this product, some of the revenue will go back to the holders as well. So for me, it's like, you know, first there was no such thing as this. It was just this, and then it came out with Forest. Then it came out with, you know, this, and then Sniper. So there more things are coming out from these guys.
Yeah.
And the dude, supposedly just does it for passion. Like he, I that's one thing I like about, like I've been following this guy. I just started following this guy. He's got like less than 200 followers. So I'm like, oh my god. Like, to me, it's like almost like, it's not like Kikiverse. I feel like, you know, it's already moving, but I feel like it's getting there. I think it's definitely gonna be noticed at some point. I forgot who he was. Oh, I think it's Iceberg. Yeah, Iceberg. 284. But yeah,
Wow.
I really
so
like these
interesting.
guys. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I like it. You know, now that you're showing more of it, yeah, I like rooting for this underdog Iceberg over here. So that's cool. It sucks that it's at 4.3 though, because that is a little high
Yeah.
for a utility play for me.
Yeah. The thing is that there's less than 4,000, 3,300 of them, and there's 165 listed.
Mm.
So there's very little, and I just think I think it could reach 10 soul, honestly, with this.
Yeah, no, that's fair, especially if as we get closer to the next tax year, I can see that. So I
Yeah.
mean, now could be potentially a good entry point, yeah. Unless it runs,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm waiting for that, and then I'm gonna sell all of them. But that's the play at 10 soul. But yeah, on to the
Nice.
next one.
I like it.
Is there something else you're looking at as far as secondaries?
Well, Phil, I'm glad you asked me that, because there's absolutely something I'm looking at. You know, something that no one's talking about. I feel like everyone's just looking over this big project, but it's huge. So I actually I actually don't know anything about this project, but the name is called Popheads. If you could pull it up. So I'm getting word that, and this is deep within the team, deep within everyone, that we're looking at an easy 3-4x right here.
Oh wow, 0.44.
Again, I don't know much about it, but if you want to talk about secret projects, you want to talk about something that you don't want the public to know, this is that. Just if you could zoom into the NFT profile, just this is like, this is what I'm hiding from everybody. This is the face that I want to keep a secret. So,
Oh man,
yeah.
Oh, I guess.
I think it's one word. No, it's two words. Yeah, I mean, they might not even have a Twitter. That's how. That could be them. Scroll
no.
down. No,
That's
my
not them.
God, what is that?
What is this?
But yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just know from people that I have high respect for are letting me know that there's a buy signal, that they're buying in, that somebody one of them has around 134 of them, and he was like, "This is my retirement," and I'm like, "Okay, well, you got 134. I might just get like 10 then." But
Wow.
yeah, that's my hot take, Phil.
Nice.
Pop heads.
Yeah. Oh, Kiki versus people. World Life Collection. That was fun. All right.
Oh snap! That's your people, Phil. The Kiki.
Yeah, I still got like 11 of them.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Aren't they like at 2 Sol now though?
Yeah. But I bought them when they were like at 0.90. So like I sold like 50 of them already. But yeah, I still got 11 left. So and those are like the rare. Those are like the high rare ones. So I sold everything else and I killed everything else. So like these things are just waiting for that 5 Sol, 10 Sol mark again.
Jeez.
I was actually thinking about going hate swap and just playing around with the Kikis at some point. But
interesting.
Yeah. I mean, for as far as every other NFT collection, that there's not really much. For me, it's just again ooze. It was either ooze, rotten eggs, or buying into parrots, one or the other, or buying ABC. So we'll stick around for that and see what happens.
What's your take on So Dead? Bullish or bearish at the price point that it's at with 31 Sol?
I have no take on Soul Dead because I don't know really much about it.
Gotcha.
I've obviously I missed out on it, but what do you think?
So I think they're understanding the gamification of the NFT space.
Yeah.
They're doing so good right now when it comes down to these airdrops and things that are popping off. Their airdrops are doing fantastic as well. But and another lore heavy. I mean, goodness, another project heavy on story that blew past the 20 Sol benchmark. But I am bearish on it now because I think they've used up their gas. They used up their airdrops. I think they're gonna eventually. Airdrops are cool until they're not, and they're when you keep throwing out airdrops, like all right, another airdrop this week, another one, another one. Eventually, it's gonna get kind of annoying, and if that's your only trick that you can do, then yeah, I can see it going. It's gonna always be maybe above 20 Sol, but I don't see it going back to where its all-time high was. I think we're starting to enter the decline. If anything, maybe it's some of the airdrops like the clever arsons or the soul tombs or the blood or the chalices. I can be bullish on those. But the OG, I don't know. I thought it was going to be like the gods kind of collection. I don't see that. I don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There was this one project that every time these type of lower projects come out, it always reminds me of this one project that I always get worried about. I forgot what it's called, but I remember back in the day it was so big. Like I wanted one. I was about to buy it. It went up to like 200 Sol and then it went back down to like 3 Sol. But I honestly forgot what it was called.
What was the picture
by the way,
like?
You should follow this guy. This guy, I've been following this guy like when he was like 1,000 people. But it was something with wood.
With wood?
Yeah, I just don't remember what it was called. It was a big freaking. Oh my god! Oh oh my god! Thank God, I didn't have Twitter here. Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude, it was so.
That is the best. Somebody clip this because what would just happen? We all know what popped up in the screen.
Dude, just. All right, I'm at it. Dude, good. Don't write wood.
Where did you write wood?
I wrote it on Twitter. No, on Twitter. I wrote it on Twitter.
You don't wanna do that.
No, I forgot what this project was called. Now I'm scared to freaking write it. Meat?
You're playing with fire right now.
Dude, it was a project, but yeah. Yeah, so overall, it was awesome going through all this with you. Any last words from you on what's upcoming or anything else?
Yeah, overall, there's a lot going on in the market, but always stay vigilant because right now we're still in the bear. There's a lot more FUD most likely going to be coming our way. So don't get overzealous. Be poised. Be patient. And make clever moves one day at a time. Anything else, Phil, on your end?
My end, nothing else. That's all I have. I'm still trying to find this project. I was hoping to find it before we end this, but I don't think I'll be able to find it. But
well, there's always another Thursday live here on YouTube with the NFT boys. You got Felix Contreras over there looking at wood, most likely when we tune out. You got Heavyweight Machi over here, the second Machi, because the other guy clearly is the better of the two. Guys, thank you all so much. Appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you took any great info from this channel, definitely do that for us. Appreciate y'all and take care.
peace.